With the first round of the NBA playoffs in progress, it has been full of intensity and excitement with a couple of amazing close games down the stretch. Golden State's playing like the defending champs without Steph Curry. Anthony Davis and the Pelicans are rolling, sweeping the Blazers, while the Cavs are in serious trouble against the Pacers. What's up guys, my name is Wilson. With the possibility of a few first round classics as we look forward to the games, there have been plenty of epic first round series that went down to the wire over the years. Here are 6 of the most amazing first round series of all time. Number 6, 2015, Spurs vs Clippers. San Antonio has gotten the best of the Clippers when Chris Paul arrived to Los Angeles, sweeping them in the semis in 2012. But as CP and Blake Griffin were seeking revenge, it was not an easy task as the Clippers finished 56-26 overall as the 3rd seed, while San Antonio, just a win beneath them, fell to number 6, losing the tiebreaker to Memphis. Chris Paul's legacy would be on the line this series, as his Clippers faced the defending champs. Both teams were considered title contenders at the time, as Los Angeles started with an easy victory in Game 1, beating the Spurs by 15, with CP leading the way scoring 32 points. Game 2 would go down to the wire with Blake Griffin scoring the layup with a minute 20 left, tying the game at 92, following Jordan's block on Duncan. While the Clippers had possession up 2 with 10 seconds left, Blake turned it over, leading to a foul the other end after Patty Mills sank both free throws. Paul had a chance to win it, missing the jumper off the back rim. Tied at 94 going to OT, the 39-year-old Duncan came up huge, hitting the tough jumper with a minute 40 left, while San Antonio escaped with a 111-107 win, tying the series at 1 game apiece. Spurs blew out the Clippers in Game 3, 100-73, while Paul responded with a stellar 34-point performance in Game 4, winning decisively. Back in Los Angeles, Game 5 was a classic, with Duncan knocking down the face-up jumper, putting San Antonio up 6 with 4 minutes left. Paul answered with an and 1 2 minutes later. After stopping the Spurs, Griffin had a chance to tie, but his shot was blocked by Duncan. No wonder why he's made all-defensive team 15 times in his career. Ironically, Griffin had a second chance with his team down 1, less than 10 seconds left. It seemed like he hit the go-ahead runner, but sadly, DeAndre Jordan tipped in the ball as it was still in the cylinder, causing his team the game. Danny Green went on to miss the second free throw, but Leonard's offensive board gave the Spurs another possession to close out the game with yet again another 111-107 win. As the series headed back to the Alamo, with the Spurs up 3 games to 2, LAC escaped with a 102-96 win as Game 7 became one of the most incredible games of this decade. Very close throughout, Leonard put the Spurs up 3 with under 3 minutes left with a putback of his own, while Matt Barnes responded with a triple moments later, and with the game tied at 109, it was CP3's time to shine with an incredible hanging runner with a second left, proving to be the game-winning shot, propelling the Clippers to a 4-3 victory in a super competitive first round series. Future Hall of Famers and Paul and Duncan each finished with 27 points in Game 7. Chris Paul's shot in that series was probably the best moment in Clippers franchise history. Number 5, 1995, Rockets vs Jazz. Led by a prime Olajuwon with the addition of Clyde Drexler, the Rockets were the last team to win less than 50 games in a full regular season to win the championship. Utah survived 102-100 in Game 1, while Houston dominated Game 2, winning 140-126 with Kenny Smith, Hakeem Clyde, and Robert Horry all scoring over 20 points. Utah reclaimed home court advantage as the series was the best out of 5 back then, winning Game 3, while the Rockets punched back, easily taking Game 4 with Drexler scoring 41, Olajuwon finishing with 40. It seemed like the Rockets were dead in the water in Game 5. Trailed 82-75 with less than 5 minutes left, but the defending champs responded with a 10-0 run, outscoring Utah 31-20 in the 4th, led by Olajuwon's 31-point effort, giving the Rockets the victory 95-91. Olajuwon and Malone went back and forth that series, with the Dream putting up 35 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks, while the Mailman averaged over 30 points and 13 rebounds. Number 4, 1989, Bulls vs Cavs. The ending of this matchup would turn out to be one of the most iconic moments in NBA history, as the Cavs, led by Ron Harper, Larry Nance, Mark Price, and Brad Daugherty, finished with 57 wins, tied for the second most in the regular season behind the Bad Boy Pistons. Michael Jordan's Bulls only finished with 47 wins. As Chicago and Cleveland split the first 4 games of the series, the Bulls won Game 1 and 3, 7 points apiece, and the Cavs taking 2 and 4. Game 5 was a game to remember for a lifetime. As Jordan's Bulls trailed for most of the game, MJ took over in the 4th. With the Bulls down 1, nailed the mid-range jumper with 6 seconds left, giving his team a 99-98 lead. The Cavs executed a brilliant play out of the timeout, with Craig Ehlo inbounding the ball to Nance on a give and go. Ehlo drove to the basket, scoring the layup with 3 seconds left. One mistake that would haunt the Cavs for the next 27 years was leaving time on the clock. So then, the greatness of the GOAT happened, with Jordan sealing the series known as The Shot. Still one of the most popular sports highlights shown today. Number 3. 1999 Knicks vs Heat. The rivalry between New York and Miami would be one of the most anticipated matchups in the late 90s, while the two teams met in the postseason 4 consecutive times from 97 to 2000. With plenty of bad blood over the years, including punches being drawn and multiple players being suspended, causing the short-handed Knicks the series in 97. New York got revenge in 98, knocking off the second-seeded Heat in an easy 5 games due to Alonzo Mourning being suspended for Game 5 alongside Larry Johnson, where both were involved in a fight in Game 4. The two teams met again in the shortened lockout year, which made the series more compelling. Miami owned the best record in the East and saw a golden opportunity to make the finals after Jordan retired, but the 8th-seeded Knicks had other ideas. Through first punch, coming out with a 95-75 victory in Game 1, Miami responded, winning 2 of the next 3 games. While Game 5 was a defensive struggle, the Heat were clinging to a 1-point lead with 4.5 seconds left. That's when Charlie Ward found Allen Houston, nailing the winning jumper off the front rim and in with 0.8 seconds left, giving New York the series, only the second time ever an 8th-seed eliminated the 1. Number 2. 2009 Bulls Celtics. This was arguably the most competitive series in NBA playoff history, which concluded 4 overtime games and a combined 7 total OTs played, with 2 3-point games, 2 2-point games, and 1 1-point win. Sensational rookie Derrick Rose proved why he was an up-and-coming superstar, scoring 36 points in his rookie playoff debut, stealing Game 1 in OT on the road as Paul Pierce missed the game-winning free throw in regulation. Tyrese Thomas answered with a long 2 to put the Bulls up 2 with 50 seconds left in OT, while Ray Allen had a chance missed the tying jumper with the Bulls stealing Game 1. Game 2 capped up in an epic shootout between 2 former UConn Husky stars in Ben Gordon and Ray Allen, both connecting on 6 3-pointers, while Gordon went bananas scoring 42 with Ray Allen adding 30. Gordon gave the Bulls a 1-point lead with a step-back jumper under 47 seconds left before Allen responded with a triple, putting Boston up 2. Gordon yet again responded, tying the game at 1:15 with 12 seconds to go. Allen says, "Anything you can do, I can do better," nailing another dagger over Noah with 2 seconds left, winning the game for Boston, tying the series at 1 apiece. With Boston up 2 games to 1 in Game 4 in the tight battle, Allen forced the first overtime, nailing a 3 with 9.8 seconds left before Rose missed the floater in regulation. As it looks like the Bulls had their backs against the wall, Gordon tied the game at 110 with a fading 3 in OT before Rondo missed the jumper at the end of the first overtime. The Bulls escaped with a 3-point victory, with John Salmons blocking Pierce's shot as time ran out. If you guys didn't think the series could have gotten any better, you're gladly mistaken. With the game tied at 91, in Game 5, Gordon was clutch once again, knocking down the jumper with under 17 seconds. The Truth responded with a jumper of his own a few moments later to send the game to OT. Bulls up 1, Pierce simply would not let his team lose, nailing back-to-back jumpers, putting the Celtics up 3, buried the dagger with 3 ticks left, putting Boston up 2. With no time remaining, Rajon Rondo waxed Brad Miller across the face, no flagrant foul called as Miller missed the free throws, with Boston surviving with a 2-point win. Game 6 was yet again legendary, as the chippiness continued with Rajon Rondo and Kurt Heinrich getting tangled up and getting into it, but that moment was almost forgotten due to the craziness of the game. With the Bulls down 5 with over a minute left, Brad Miller made up for his Game 5 disappointments, scoring the last 5 points in regulation. Flash forward towards the end of the second OT, Allen tied the game with a 3 just under 8 seconds left, scored a career-high 54 points. Things only got better as Noah picked off Pierce, going coast to coast for the monster in one facial dunk the other end. With Boston down 1, Rondo's shot was blocked by Rose, had another chance to win it, missing the Hail Mary, with the Bulls surviving 128 to 127 in triple overtime. The experienced Celtics won Game 7 by 10, as Eddie House chipped in with 16 points off the bench in the phenomenal series where I'm sure all the players and fans that were a part of it will never forget. Number 1, 1994, Nuggets Sonics. Nobody gave the Nuggets a chance at upsetting the 63-win Sonics team, while Denver posted a 42-40 record. Just as the Sonics easily destroyed Denver, taking a commanding 2-0 series lead, the Nuggets responded with a convincing 110-93 victory in Game 3, led by Reggie Williams' 31. Denver would escape with a 94-85 overtime win in Game 4, tying the series at 2 games apiece, going back to Seattle in a win-or-go-home situation. Game 5 went to the wire, with Kendall Gill scoring a putback layup to tie it at 88 with 0.5 seconds left. The Nuggets had a shot to win it as Dikembe Mutombo nailed the turnaround jumper a little too late as the ball was still in his hands. Mutombo's defense was impeccable that series, recording a record total of 31 blocks in a 5-game series as the 8th-seeded Nuggets made history, becoming the first 8 seed to knock off number 1 in NBA history, with the lasting image of Mutombo on the floor holding the ball in glory, screaming for joy. It was a moment that will never be forgotten in the NBA record books, with the Nuggets putting their place in basketball history. Once again, the 6th best first-round series in NBA history. 2015 Spurs Clippers, 95 Rockets Jazz, 89 Bulls Cavs, 99 Knicks Heat, 2009 Bulls Celtics, and 94 Nuggets Sonics. If you don't agree, what other first round series are better? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I talk NBA comparison, amazing storylines, NBA history, and anything basketball that will interest you. If you love the NBA, subscribe to my channel. See you next time.